Assalamualaikum. So today we will discuss about what is electrical hazard. In this video, we include the hazard and risk for electrical hazard, its adverse health effect, and control measure or lifestyle change for electrical hazard. Did you know what is the meaning of electrical and hazard? Electrical is an equipment or appliance work by means of electricity, and a hazard is a potential source of harm or adverse health effect on a person. So, we can conclude that an electrical hazard can be defined as a dangerous condition where a worker could make electrical contact with energy equipment or a conductor, and from which the person may sustain an injury from shock. An electrical hazard is considered to be removed when protective measures are put in place at the source or along the path. Where PPE is relied upon for worker protection, an electrical hazard is considered to remain, and it is the necessary to address safety requirements for other workers in the area.
Now let's talk about electrical hazard. There are three types of electrical hazard. The first one is contact with energized sources. It can cause electrical shock and burns when an individual comes in contact with both wires of an electrical circuit that has become energized by contact with an electrical conductor. Secondly, contact with power lines. Overheat and buried power lines are hazardous because they carry extremely high voltage and can cause fatalities. Thirdly, improper use of extension and flexible cords. This is because normal wear and tear on extensions and flexible cords can loosen or expose wire and lead to shocks, burns of wire. Now we go to electrical risk. Electrical risk means risk of death, electric shock, or other injury caused directly or indirectly by electricity. The most common electrical risk is electric shock that can cause injury or death. Next is arcing, explosion, or fire that is resulting in burning. Other than that is electric shock from stab and touch potentials. Fourthly, toxic gases that cause illness or death. And lastly, fire resulting from an electrical fault.
What is adverse heart effect? Adverse heart effect defines that any change in body function or structure of the cells that can lead disease or heart problem. In this topic, this adverse heart is connected to electricity. People who work with electrical equipment such as electrical engineers are exposed to electricity that they may get an electric shock. An electric shock happens when a current passes through your body. This can burn both internal and external tissue and can cause damage on your organ. Some electric shocks can have a lasting impact on your heart. For example, burns can leave a permanent scar, and if electrical current goes through your eyes, you may be left with cataracts. These are some physiological effects on electricity. First, electrolysis. Second, burn. Third, muscle cramp. Next effect is respiratory arrest. It also can cause cardiac arrest. Next is ventricular fibrillation. A shock can also affect your nervous system. A shock can have other unexpected consequences. Other disorders can appear in the following weeks or months, depending on which organ the current passes through.
Control measure. The principal control measure or the safety precaution for the electrical hazard contained in the statutory precautionary requirements covered by Electricity at Work regulations. Now, I'd like to share with all of you about a few protective equipment that can prevent employers, and self-employed from electrical hazard. First, we should use insulation. Second, guarding. Third, grounding. And fourth, circuit protection device. Next, during work practice, they should take several steps to make sure they're safe from accidentally electrical shock and burns. First, the energizing electrical equipment before inspection or repair. Second, keeping electric tools properly maintained. Third, exercising caution when working near energized lines. And for the last one is using appropriate protective equipment, PPE, like rubber insulation gloves, hood, sleeve, mat, blankets, line hose, and industrial protective helmets that designed to reduce electric shock. Lastly, can all of you imagine our life without electricity? Perhaps the most amazing and life-changing innovation made by human is electricity. Electricity impossible